Hello, mathematicians. Today we are going to look at some other units of time. So this is on page 84 in our textbook. And some things that we are working on today is kind of thinking about how many days in a week, how many weeks in a year, how many weeks in a month, kind of stuff like that. So we are looking at page 84, and here we have a picture of a calendar. And this calendar is for the month of August. And right now we are in the month of May. So um, this person here is telling us that there are 12 months in a year. And we know the months go January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I should use my fingers. January, February, March, April, May. And that's our month right now. We're in the 5th month. Let's see, that was May, June, July, August. What's after August? Oh, yeah, September, October, November, and December. So that is 12 months. There are 12 months of the year. So right now we are in month number 5. Alrighty. And if we look at our little calendar here, we can see that in most months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there are about 4 or 5 months, not months, weeks, about 4 or 5 weeks in every month. All right. We also know that there are blank days in a week. Ooh, how many days do we have in a week? That's right. There are 7. There are 7 days in a week. And a lot of times calendars will start on a Sunday. And so they kind of go Sunday to Saturday. Our school week and our work week starts on a Monday. But a lot of times we start there with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All right, so we have 7 days in a week. There are blank months in a year. And that's kind of what we just talked about. There are 12 months in a year. Ooh, there are 52 weeks in a year. 52 weeks. So, like I mentioned, in every month, there's about usually 4.5 or 5 weeks in every month. Because if there were just 4, a lot of times we think about, oh, there's 4 weeks in a month. But if there were just 4 weeks in a month, what's 4 times 12? Ooh, 4 times 12, that would be 48. But there are actually 52 weeks in a year. Do we have the same number of days each month? Are there the same number of days? Ooh, some months have 31 days. Some months have 30 days. Some months only have 28 or 29. I think that's just February. So February is one of those that has, most months have about 30 or 31 days. All right, so there are 30 days or 31 days in a month. Right now in the month of May, we have 31 days. All right, let's see, we're gonna look at the next page. We have, does it take hours, days, weeks, months, or years to do the following? So if you were looking at cleaning your house, would cleaning your house take you hours, days, weeks, months, or years? Ooh, hopefully it wouldn't take you years to clean your house. So to clean your house, that would probably take hours. Probably take you a few hours to clean your house. What about to go on a vacation to the beach? Ooh, that would be lovely. If we go on a vacation to the beach, maybe, what do you think? Days? Maybe weeks. Ooh, maybe somebody's able to go for months. Wouldn't that be nice? Wait until I'm old enough to drive a car. Old enough to drive a car. Let's see, most of you are 7 or 8 years old. You learn how to drive a car. Usually you start learning when you're 15 and you get your driver's license when you're 16. So you're going to have to wait some years, probably about 7 or 8 years. Wait for a tomato seedling to sprout. Ooh, a little seedling there and waiting for that to sprout. How long would that take? see. Maybe that would take a couple weeks. All right. Waiting for tomatoes to grow after the seedling has sprouted. Oh, so after it sprouts, how long would that take? Would that also be weeks? Maybe a month or two, several weeks? Visit the zoo. Usually when I go to the zoo, I spend about 1 year there. No, that's not right. I spend about a month at the zoo. No, that's not right. A week? No. A day? Usually a few hours. When we go to visit the zoo, we spend a few hours in the morning or the afternoon. Build a house. Ooh, wow. To build your own house. That would take a while. I know Miss Schultz just got a new house. I don't know if they built it themselves. I think they had someone build it for them. And that actually took, I think it was less than a year. But most of the time when you're building a house, it would take at least many months. So months, maybe years. I think if you tried to build your own house, it would really take quite a while, probably a few years. All right. The next one we have is which is longer? Ooh, 2 days or 15 hours. Oh, we just forgot to talk about how many hours there are in a day. How many hours are in a day? 24. That's right. There are 24 hours in a day. So if we were trying to figure out, well, let's see, 2 days, because we know that in one day, let's see, 1 day equals 24 hours. All right, so if 1 day is 24 hours, oops, there we go, 24 hours, then 2 days, we could multiply, or we could add 24 plus 24, or 24 times 2, and that would be 48 hours. Okay, so 48 hours or 15 hours. And 48 hours is longer than 15. So that would be 48 hours. Oh, what about 3 days? What would that be? 3 days. So now we've got 1 day is 24 hours, 2 days is 48 hours, 3 days. So how could we figure that out? That would be 48 plus another 24. Let's see, 24, 8 plus 4, and that would be 12. 4 plus 2 is 6, and 1 more is 7. That would be 72 hours. Okay, all right. So let's continue. So what about 2 weeks or 15 days? Well, let's see. We know that there's 7 days in a week. So 2 weeks would be 14 days. So 14 days or 50, 15 days would be longer. What about 2 months or 15 weeks? Well, usually there's about 4 weeks in a month. So in 2 months, it would be 8 weeks. 15 weeks. Well, 15 weeks would be longer because 2 months, that would be like 8 weeks. And the last one, we have 2 years or 15 months. Well, we know that in 1 year, as this little guy helped us, in 1 year, there are 12 months. So if there are 12 months in a year, how many months in 2 years? Ooh, that would be 12 plus 12, 24 months. So 24 months is 2 years. 24 months would be longer than 15 months. All right. So let's take a look at your homework for today. And I would also suggest if you have a calendar at your house, I know we have a calendar in our kitchen and it has some dates on it and things like that. You might want to look at your calendar and think about some units of time and how many weeks have gone by. It's kind of interesting to think about how many weeks we've been at home. Remember, it was about the middle of March, I think, when we started kind of staying home with all of our distance learning. Can you figure out how many weeks we have been at home? It's kind of a funny thing that we're all at home, isn't it? All right. So your homework for today is page 128 in your workbook. We have a little matching. What we're going to do, so we're going to match one side to the other. So we have 12 months. 7 days. Ooh, and we know 7 days is the same as 52 weeks. Ooh, 52 weeks in a year, a week, a day. That's not right. A year? Oh, we have two that are a year. It's probably one of those. And 24 hours. All right. The next one, it says circle the correct answer. One day is, so you're going to circle shorter or longer than 10 hours. Well, we know that one day is 24 hours. We kind of think about it as there's 12 hours in kind of the daytime part and 12 hours in the nighttime part, kind of that AM and PM. But together they're 24 hours in a day. So one day is longer than 10 hours. So we would circle that word longer. 2 years is that longer or shorter than 20 months. Well, we know that 1 year is 12 months. 2 years is 24 months. So 24 months is longer than 20 months. 10 weeks is shorter or longer than 2 months. So in a month, it's about 4 weeks. Sometimes there are 5. But if we think about it as 4 weeks, then 2 months is 8 weeks. So 10 weeks would be longer than 2 months is 8 weeks. All right, and 18 days is shorter or longer than 3 weeks. And we know that there are 7 days in a week. 7 times 3, 21 days. So 18 days would be shorter than 21 days. So 3 weeks is 21 days. All right, and we have a couple questions here about Caitlin's dog. Let's see, Caitlin's dog is exactly 3 years old. How many months old is her dog? Ooh, multiply. So if her dog is 3 years old, we know that there are 12 months in a year. So we could do 3 times 12 to find out how old her dog is. And let's see, the last one, Ethan went for a summer camp that lasted 6 weeks. How many days long was the summer camp? So again, we can multiply to find our answer. So Ethan went to camp for 6 weeks, and we're trying to find out how many days. And we know there are 7 days in a week. So we have to go back to our multiplying skills here. What's 7 times 6? All right. And that is your work for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, mathematicians. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful month, wonderful week, a wonderful hour. Have some wonderful minutes too. All right. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.